potential, lockdown potential rather, to doubles when you got a Vi Yasuo combo. So I think it's pretty smart, all things considered, and it paves the way for them to pick up something on the vulnerable side here in terms of ADCs. Being Xayah isn't available anymore, options are really limited when it comes to their ADCs. Now Nila getting banned out, Jax out as well. I wonder what it is going to be here for the side of Nova Esports. They already have a fair amount of damage, a lot of CC, so the Corki, yeah, really plays well into this. We got mixed damage on top of a little bit of engage potential as well, and yeah, exactly. So Nova, very different playstyle from that last game, but I think this will have a lot of tools here that they could use to shut down JT.
Ooh, it's time to see the Akali of Soldier, because we haven't really seen that much Akali on him. Actually, he has never picked up the just once. So far in the 20 days that we have been here in Season 2, he has only picked up the Akali once. In their first match against JDG, or in their first match here in the tournament, Game 3 against JDG, and they lost that game. So maybe a redemption story is being written right now. Even a Pantheon debut right now for Season 2.
JT want to end this now, and they want to end it quick. They got a Pantheon, Renekton, and it doesn't get more early game than this. Got so much damage here. Once they get that first item power spikes, they will be gunning for those fights, especially with the Vi lockup potential. The pick potential of this comp is gonna be absolutely huge here. So I'm excited to see just if J-Team can pull it off, because this is Nova we're talking about. This is a team that can come back from these huge deficits that they somehow find themselves in the early game, and that's exactly what they did last game.
Oh man, I'm just so hyped about this DY Pantheon support. Are we on RGs? Are we back in like the old LoL PC days where Pantheon is the old Pantheon as well, can still be used as e-support, and then you have like a Yasuo ADC? I'm just so hyped for this. J-Team just becoming so creative right now, but again, there's a reason why meta champions are meta, because it's more useful and more likely to get wins. J-Team has to prove that this Pantheon is very much worth it, and we'll see it in this potential last game. Nova Esports is match point.
Is this gonna be the final game here, GG? We're here to fight out right here, right now.
Let's go.
And J-Team, with their backs against the wall, crafts us a very unique composition here. And their solution to last game was, if that early game wasn't enough, we're gonna put more cards in our early game basket. Let's see if this works. They're throwing everything into this aggressive comp, and I'm all for it. This time
I mean, we love aggressive comp.
Oh yes, absolutely.
We just love it.
Absolutely.
Let's put something else. See?
Literal first contact.
I knew it. Sometimes they get the spear first, but it's just so much better to get the jump first.
Literally, DY jumped in. 940 gold per minute. Imagine that. Long on 940 gold per minute. That's like one Vampire Scepter per minute.
Yeah. True. That's so much gold accumulated in that game. Yeah, it's just very useful at that time. Yami forced to flash just on the second jump of DY. That's how impactful this is with this Pantheon. Man, I'm just gonna call it right now. If J-Team wins this game with this Pantheon pick, we're gonna be seeing a lot of Pantheons come the next weeks.
I hope so. Gonna be a nice change of pace.
So win, J-Team.
Yes. Gonna be a nice change of pace.
Give us more champions.
Oh, look at this early invade coming through for CF, and that's gonna be the stun coming through.
Oh man, Long's gonna be in a lot of trouble this time around, because again, early game champions are key here to establish control, and Long still unable to get the blue buff. It was massively stolen and got the first blood as well. Man, it's everything right now for CF17.
Yeah, in their own jungle. Nova
in their own jungle.
Dumpster. Let's take a look at that one more time here. Long can't even get close had to flash so early just to keep a safe distance, and Yami pays for that trouble. There's so much damage coming through from JT, and it's just too much to deal with here. Nova has to play back and play the long game for now. But Long actually looks for something here in return.
Long game.
Yeah, long game. Question mark. I mean, last game was long. It was a long game. Is this gonna be another long game?
And it was Long's game as well. This time they have to extend it more because they do have massively scaling champions. 3 in fact does take so much time to scale up. They're doing such a good job here in the bottom lane, but against the Jace it might be more challenging. So they send out Sea of 17. It's gonna be lingering. Can they tower that? I think they can.
Well, they absolutely are looking to try. CF17 in the tri-bush. There's no vision from Nova, but now they know they're pushing through.
Here they go! Assault and battery onto the back line. The Jace is in trouble. Neon tries to hammer it down. DY actually is going to be traded out. See, X1 actually almost got taken out. Fortunately, does have Defender Storm to try and back away. Long this time is mad. Landing the Darkened Blade. Remake as well joins. You got 2 members. We're gonna take 3. Soldier flashes away. Remake flashes in. Unable to get a kill on the soldiers, especially because of that exhaust. And that 3rd kill will be denied.
Actually, Nova, all things considered, doing a pretty good job of trading blows. 2 kills on the board for them after JT finds the first 3. This dive actually a little bit wide here, but they do get the kill onto Neon in the end. DY pays for it though. X1 almost does as well, but at the end of the day, I think it was a 2v2 here with Long arriving in just the nick of time. But yeah, all things considered, Nova, great punish there. Remake crashing over the wall, getting a little bit too aggressive there, but it's okay. All in the pursuit of keeping things even for now. Just not enough damage in the bag yet for the Corgi. But now DY going back in, and it's just DY. Fights on top of fights on top of fights.
DY just being so playful right now. Long is in the vicinity, but I think it's gonna get spotted out with that ward placed by X1. And 1,500 gold lead by J Team is very reminiscent of game number 1. So still, we have to be very cautious. J Team has to be very careful and not letting this slip off.
Oh yeah, much like it did last game, right? This time, I think a lot of their gold success is found in their bot lane duo. So as long as they keep that lead going for themselves and balloon it that direction, I think they're in a much safer spot than in last game. Soldier, of course, on the Akali looks to make that lead even bigger for themselves. As the Drake getting started by J Team this time, Rift Herald by Nova. But again, it's the same strategy from JT. They want to start the Drake and then contest Rift Herald, but this time, Rift Herald not started yet. They can absolutely get to this Shelly.
They can. J Team completely controlling this area in the topside river right now. Nova Esports, finally, Neon joins. They want to commit, they want to contest, they want a fight. It's gonna be up against DY. Great use of the Aegis Seal just to be able to stay alive. SDY though is gonna be turned on here by Yitze and Long, taking the back. Gonna be chased down, Honeyfruit healing him up, but unable to survive. And
wait!
It's gonna be in a lot of trouble. He stays alive. DY getting the kill, and now Nova Esports in trouble. JT might have just done it right now. Yeah, it's actually gonna be next target here. CS17 going a little bit deep though. As X1 is going to help him out, zoning out this Ornn. But man, the survivability a while ago.
Yeah.
What just happened?
Yeah, they stayed alive for so long as he could, but fortunately unable to find a trade there. Not even securing the kill onto CF17 in the mid side is huge here for JT. Means they extend the lead even further. And could potentially look for more engagement. I mean, this was a very scattered fight here. SZY was isolated for the longest time because CF17 just stayed and fought with his teammates there just south of the Rift Herald pit until DY shows up. A little bit too late to the party, but at least they were able to get the shutdown in the end there despite the shenanigans from that Renekton.
Yeah. And they got RH, they got Dragon as well.
Yeah.
Double objective here for J Team.
Yeah.
and it's just very disadvantageous right now, even worse than game number 1. And now they're gonna turn onto the Corki. Man, Remake cannot play at all, especially with the amount of CC that they have.
It's revenge time for X1. This time, okay, Long looking to defend.
All of the Forge Gods, CS17 able to dodge. And yeah, like what you mentioned, this time, X1 is smiling, for sure. Now, it's Remake that gets to taste of their own medicine a while.
103 as well, massive lead. Look at this. Majority of the gold lead is around a 3.6 gold lead for the bottom side alone. And 2,000 of that is for X1. That's a huge...
Wow.
I think it's the first one to secure the first item. And now knockup connects onto DY. I think Nova wants to fight.
6,000 gold lead at 8 minutes?
Wow.
Man, this just doesn't happen that often. But now we're seeing it on J-Team, on a scaling composition even. X1 being so far ahead. 2,000 you mentioned earlier. Soldier as well. And Nova Esports slowly being challenged a lot here.
Yeah. The thing for Nova now is hold on. Wait for that late game. Wait for their players to come online. Wait for the Corki to come online. But with the 6,000 gold lead hanging around their heads, I wonder just how long they can do that. Sizzy's right here. CF17 hovering around the area. The rest of JT not too far off. So Yitze and Long has got to be careful where they stand. And the good thing about Nova is, despite the fact that they're behind in gold, they still are forcing a little bit of vision in their own jungle. At least they still have control of their blue buff.
But it's more just a defensive play here by Nova Esports. We no longer see any proactive wars, no deep vision here on J-Team's side, and that prevents them from making any plays across the map. Now they're being infiltrated despite the vision that they have placed earlier. And that's just how great J-Team has been evolving from game 1 towards this game number 2. Bot side tower is gonna be taken down for sure. They dive, they stop the recall for Yitze. Man, it's just massive disrespect now.
Absolutely. Well, that's the thing, right? The lead doesn't get... Well, their power levels, their relative power levels, at this point arguably is at its peak. So JT has to take as much space as they can, while Nova is not scaling yet. And I think this is exactly the type of playstyle that JT is looking for once the Vladimir has been banned out. They get exactly what they want. Now the question is, can they pull through and extend the game into game number 3? Nova, or can Nova hold on until the late game?
I mean, we can never count Nova Esports out. CF17 starting Dragon pretty early. I think it's not going to be contested at all by Nova Esports. They're making a play top side. And J-Team fully knows about this. Actually, they turned. They committed onto Neon, forcing the flash just because of the presence here of DY. And they still get the Dragon.
Oh, they're backing off actually, giving enough time for Nova to respond to this. Long is so far off, but I think there's enough time to make the rotations. Pings are now coming through from both sides. Now everyone converging towards this Dragon now. Nova Esports definitely don't want to give this away, but can they afford a team fight here, GG?
I think they can. No, at least for J-Team side. Nova Esports actually got a little odded out. The J-Team didn't take the Dragon. I think they want to force a fight here on Nova Esports because they are fully confident they can actually take him down. Soldier's going to be engaged now. Hiding under this crowd, is still going to be able to escape with a shuriken toss. And they got the Dragon already. They're very happy with what they got.
That's beautifully played by Soldier and JT. Nova converged on Soldier, hoping to find a trade to the Dragon, but Soldier played them like a fiddle, flashed over the wall after he got out of the shroud, and that means that Nova get nothing, and they lose the Drake as well.
Nothing.
6,000 gold lead. And there's no trades happening across the board. It's just JT getting every single thing. They take 3 towers, 3 objectives, and they don't give away a single kill. This is looking really, really rough now for Nova. And if you take a look at the graph, the gold graph, it gets even worse because look at the gold. It's mostly funneled towards Desire, towards the Pantheon.
Catch now onto SZY. And again, the engage is just too pure. Neon gonna be in a lot of trouble. People gonna be the next target. And look at the other members here of Nova Esports. They can't actually help because the mid lane is being pushed. Long is on the other side as well. And J-Team just gets away with 1 free kill.
Wait, that's one more kill on the board that Nova has no answer for. This is looking like a done deal. Look at their own jungle here. They can't even get close. Long doesn't have the place. And they're gonna be using that ult defensively. Nobody caught, and Nova nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go but back into the tower range because they can't get anything right now. 3,000 gold lead by X1 as well against Remake is the pure domination and redemption of X1 on his Xayah performance a while ago. Now they turn on to Yami. He might be in a lot of trouble. CC chained and locked down to the ground, straight into the base. J-Team again, 1 kill for free.
DY's Pantheon is reminiscent of Long's Kazakh's last game. He's the one who can shut down. It's one shot even Remake at this point. Shock blast for a little bit of poke, but Nova, what else can they do other than poke damage? Can they even actually find a pick here? Soldier is isolated, but that's an Akali. It's really hard to catch. No one else is isolated at this point, and look at Nova. They're getting choked out of their own map here. And J-Team is free reign. 7,000 gold lead. Ballooning at this point.
Ballooning so much for J-Team. DY has been so impactful. We might just see more Pantheon being picked up now, especially with this kind of impact. I love it. I love it. I was actually thinking about it before, back in Season 1, because it's a massive pick champion. In the older times, in Wild Rift as well, Pantheon has been picked up in top lane, sometimes mid lane, sometimes jungle. It has been a flex pick until it kind of died down just because of the nerfs that it received. But now on sport, we do see it being massively impactful here for DY. Really straight on, compatible with his playstyle.
Yeah, I think there's still a few mains out there that play Pantheon in these solo lanes. The ones who have dedicated their entire playtime to playing that one singular, exactly, champion in that lane. But here we go, Nova looking to find a little bit of information on the Baron if JT is actually taking it. Thankfully for them, they are not yet, but that's time bot. They're bleeding here. Turrets getting pushed. It's converging down on them. Now no one's defending down this bottom side, and it is going to be pushed by Sizzy. And everyone from Nova has to respond to this, which means, again, it is going to be that sort of ring around the rosy of JT pulling that same strat. They can bait them again into these buffs. And Nova has no choice but just to respond.
And J-Team is just playing, waiting for the next dragon. They know that they can be just patient, wait for the soul, wait for them to actually be able to get the soul! Long is overextended without the soul in battle. They're going to be chasing down, but CS70 actually got played a little bit here. CY going to be helping him out. Here comes the engage by the Pantheon! Ultimate him though onto the backside. Soldier as well, going to be helping out with a perfect execution. Hides onto the strand, goes golden as well. Perfect execution to exit out as he gets pulled off. DY goes in once again, and next one is scattering the feathers here onto the members of Nova Esports. It might have trouble. Double knock up by Yami. Can they actually put it? Utilizing the flash in nearby X1 is absolutely beautiful. Storm also onto the core, gets a triple kill. And J-Team again on the superior team fight is just too damn good.
X1 with the cleanup. The ultimate redemption arc is complete from that last game. The only thing that's left now is the Baron and the game, and X1 can really reign again, this time on the third game. But the question is, will Long permit this? He's one of the best stealers in the game, and will he steal it? Yes, he will! What was that? That's again JT! No way! Unable to secure the Baron buff! What?
I can't believe he still did that! After this one!
What a fight this was! I mean, take a look. Nova, they got the first kill after this, and then they played so well, playing at JT, keeping them at bay here. I mean, after this first engagement, it was a 4v5 here until X1 started to clean up. I mean, take a look. They were scattered across the board here, JT, unable to start a fight because Nova was distancing himself perfectly until this pretty crucial spot. X1 flashes over the wall and gets all the kills with one auto attack each. I mean, they went for the Baron right afterwards, but Long stole it. He stole it, and now he's found a kill. What is happening?
No way! After one steal by Long, suddenly it's
turned around!
Taking control. We're seeing the gold lead, the 8,000 gold lead that J-Team had is slowly being diminished. Now they turn onto Soldier. Gabby actually might be in a lot of trouble as well. That's gonna be engaged. At least a Skyfall here by DY, but Call of Force God will call off the gap here of J-Team. And they can actually turn. Bot lane is being they turn onto the Akali. They got the kill of the Soldier. It's already a disaster now for J-Team. The base is open. What is happening? Nova Esports, through the steal of Long, suddenly redeems the team? No way!
It is definitely a long game again here, GG, in both senses of the word. Nova Esports strike back, they take one inhibitor turret and they take a kill as well. The gold lead!
Gold lead's gone!
It's gone! And the Elder Drake is up! Nova Esports looking to make a mark, a dent, and destroy JT unless they can secure this Elder Drake.
No way! This might just be one of the biggest comebacks that we have seen, and it's too long. But it's still not done.
It's not done.
J-Team still has a chance again to take the lead back. They have the inhibitor tower in the bottom lane destroyed, so there's constantly going to be a wave pushing there. Nova Esports, they know their perks. They know that they came back from a massive gold deficit, and it's all down to this.
It's all down to
Elder Dragon.
Yeah, getting started now by Nova Esports. They have the vision, they have control of that bottom side, and they have their Camille pushing up on the top side as well, providing so much pressure. JT, they have no clue, they have no clear vision, and now CF17 forced to push up further into that bush near the Elder Drake. Nova, they're setting up something nasty here, but JT, they can smell it. They have one flank coming through, that Soldier from behind.
Long might actually be in a lot of trouble. Top side being pushed still here by Yitze. They are committing onto the team by Call of Force God now. Soldier might be taken down, but Long as well. A lot of trouble. CF17 is still here, committing onto the Elder Dragon and forced out Long to chase down SCY. Elder Dragon resets for a little bit, heals up for a little bit. Skyfall gonna be used. He took down the Ornn already. JT might just has recovered, and now they're taking the Elder Dragon. Now Nova Esports gonna be in trouble.
Nova Esports, they got isolated, they got scattered. Soldier's flank was everything there, still stays alive after that, and it split up the fight. They put up the bait as SZY, and everyone comes running from Nova. And JT, they played off of that wonderfully. DY though, all alone, but he does have a ton of damage. But look at this, Yitze pushing up, he's gonna get this tower!
Is gonna get the second. The cannon minions are gonna help him out. Yeah, it can be at the sacrifice, at the cost of his life. But actually, it's working out so hard. He has a hook shot. Perfect execution gonna be used, and the Elder Dragon breath will take him down. But still, this tower is gonna be permanently down.
Oh no!
Long
spotted. It's gonna be the Baron.
They're chasing him down. He's very fast, but the Soldier is gonna be here. We started the Baron already. The rest of Nova is
Long.
Look at Leon. He's in the mid lane. He's pushing mid lane. Long! They're the steal again! Good Lord! Long live the king! And the king will reign on this throne! But Yavi's gonna get taken down here. He's being chased out. Yeah, the Baron power minutes into the mid lane as well. Leon gonna be pushing the mid. But still, the base is gonna get threatened here by on J-Team's side. Long with the back-to-back steal.
There's no way Long did that again to save the game here for so many times in a row now. Nova Esports, by the skin of their teeth, managed to stay alive courtesy of their jungler. What in the heck are we witnessing here, Giang? I don't even know.
I don't know, man.
Nova Esports stay alive for now. Elder Drake is going away in just a few, and it is time for Nova to play again. Off of Long Steel. We go another round here with the Baron buff in the hands of Nova Esports. JT, time ticking away now, and Nova gold almost even, but at this point it doesn't matter anymore. Everyone's got complete items. The items are there, the damage is there for remake. All a matter of execution now.
CSY getting chased down, gonna get pinned down, denied from the entry. Skyfall is desperate. The charge is gonna be in. The denial by Nova Esports. Next one trying to capitalize on this slurpy hitting from the backside. 17 guarding him as well, but the rest of Nova East knows their strengths. They will not be denied. They will not be conquered. Long live the king, and the king will reign on this match against J-Team. Nova Esports come back in 2-0 J-Team.
What a way to end the game, to end the series. It looks so lost for majority of that game. When it started, it never felt like Nova was in control, never, up until they stole the objectives again. Long comes up massive, and Nova Esports show why they are a team to be reckoned with. They strike, and they strike true 2-0. And what a way they secured it. It was